Hello, my dears, and welcome back to the Kitty Coven. We are here to do this week's Dreamsnaps. So if you want to see how I created this chaotic scene to get our Dreamsnaps this week, stick around for just a bit and I will show you how I did it. However, before I do that, it would mean the world to me if you took just a few minutes to make sure you were subscribed to the channel and check out maybe some of my other social media if you want to see some more Quinn content. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what our challenge is going to be this week. Grand Anniversary Gala. Okay, so it's an outfit challenge. This week, the Valley is hosting a gala to celebrate the 2nd anniversary of Dreamsnaps. It's time to dress in your best party outfit and join the biggest celebration of the year. Okay, so this is more focused on like a party vibe rather than like a banquet kind of gala, which is valid. So let's see what they are suggesting for us. Now, I do really like the idea of doing one of the crowns. I think it very much fits. In fact, I think I very specifically want to do this one. I remember getting this Sun and Moon one very early in the game, and I think it fits the vibe of the Valley really, really well, if you ask me. Now, we're going for party vibes. And this is where I think I might actually struggle a bit. Now, I do really like this. I don't know how well it goes with that crown, though, which is my problem. Okay. What do we have here? Okay. I'm trying to think. I kind of like the idea of doing the angelic wings with it, though. I kind of do. And then maybe we'll do like the black rose choker. And I want to kind of maybe mix like lighter and darker elements, because a lot of the Valley has very much been us like kind of accepting who we are, both the good and the bad. And so I think I kind of like the vibe of creating an outfit that I feel reflects that. Now, I do like the web lace gloves. I think those are going to be perfect. I think if we're going to do a dress, we definitely need like a shorter one though, because we're going much more like party vibe here than we are, big fancy event. Now, I do kind of maybe like, I don't really like this with the web gloves though. Oh, I feel like I am actually going to struggle with this one a lot. This is very likely going to be one that's going to be a bit more difficult for me. I'm trying to look and get some inspiration here, and I am just struggling. I don't know why, but I am. Oh, well, I mean, I do very much like this fit. I do like this skirt. I love this skirt, actually. So maybe we'll do something kind of around this skirt. Could do the black long sleeve, maybe. Do the shorts under. I definitely need to get rid of these socks. We could do the black knee-high boots, though. I kind of like the idea of the button-up. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like the idea of the button-up. I think I prefer just the plain black knee-high boots with it. Okay, so we need socks, maybe a black button-up, and a jacket. And then we can kind of go from there on fleshing it out a bit more and making it feel more like us. I like the leather. I don't like the undershirt, which is the problem there. Okay. We are still looking. We are still looking. Let's see. I think the silver dagger nails will take away our gloves, which I really don't want to lose our gloves. I would love if one day we had like nail options separate from the gloves. I think that would be really nice. A girl can dream, can't she? Okay, we're gonna just remove the socks entirely. Now we're still looking, but I'm just not really finding what I'm kind of vibing with here, that kind of works, but the blue and green makes it not ideal. The bomber jacket's kind of iffy as well, if you ask me. This is kind of being a rough one to like feel like I've got a good balance, because obviously I want this to kind of represent me and my journey in the valley, as well as the fact that like we're doing a big party. Okay, let's just look at coats. Let's just look in here. I mean, we could do no, I don't like your vibe. This one, but I don't like the way it sits. I feel like I'm being so like picky here, and it's not intentional, okay? It's not my intention to be super picky about it. But I feel like so many things are so close to what I want. Like this, if it was like more black, would be great. See, that feels almost too casual for a party. I want just like a good black leather jacket. And I'm surprised we don't have one at this point, if I'm honest. I feel like we should. Okay, so then I think I'm gonna have to find just like a top that stands really well on its own here. So let's start. We've got the loose white button up, but we might have something better. I mean, that kind of vibes. What about this? How does that sit? I don't like how that sits. This kind of vibes, honestly. I can vibe here. Okay. I think that's our next best bet. And then maybe we change up our necklace a bit. Let's scroll through here and see what other necklaces they have, if we like any of them. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna change our hair first. Let's get in here with our hair and like change this up and see if that makes a difference. What do we want for hairstyle? I think I want something kind of simple, but like also not too simple. I feel like that's just me with everything in this. I mean, you were kind of cute. I want something that's gonna show off the crown really well. Though I feel like the crown doesn't fit the vibe of this fit. I think I might have to swap to the other one. I think we may end up swapping to the other one. That better matches that. Okay, if we come back up here, I know that the other crown was in here as well. So we're gonna look for necklaces and the onyx crown. Maybe we do just... Like, I like the idea of doing the crown, but maybe we just do our horns. Maybe we just embrace ourselves here. And I think maybe that's just what I'm gonna end up doing. I really liked the idea of doing this balance of light and dark and something that super reflected the valley, but I think in reality, I think just doing me is gonna be better. I think that's just the better option here. Like, this already feels so much more me. I definitely like the other gloves better. It feels more party ready, I guess, is the easiest way I can say it. And I don't know if that's just because it feels more like me, or if maybe my original thought process just did not go how I thought. It really could be either way. It really could be either way. Maybe we just do the punky nails. Because while I like the idea of the gloves, I feel like they're sitting weirdly with the top and skirt combo here. And so maybe just doing nails would be better. All right, now let's come back to our hairstyle options and find one that we like. I I think I like this with the horns especially. I really do. I think we're gonna just end up doing that. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I think we just end up doing the ponytail. Where is she? There she is. Okay. We're gonna do our best to make this work. We are gonna try to set up like a big party situation. Let's look at our companions maybe. And do... Oh, buddy. We could do the punk turtle. Oh, I have to clear out my companion space first. We're not going to talk about how full my inventory is. We're not going to talk about it. I probably should have cleared that before we did this today, but we're not going to talk about it. Okay. We can do that maybe. Is there any others I like? See, I want to do one that like I like a lot. I mean, the punk turtle's cool, don't get me wrong. The punk turtle is very, very cool. Kind of like the classic raven though. Okay. Now I do have an area down here in my plaza that has been cleared out. And I want to try to create this like celebration vibe down here. Big party. So let's look at everything. And... oh, the lantern tree column could be kind of cool to add here, maybe? Maybe. We'll see. That may end up getting removed. Not that I don't like it. I think it is very cool. I don't know if it's going to fit the vibe of everything else we're going to end up going for here, though. And that's going to be the hard part, is, like, fitting the vibe. But we're going to scroll down a little bit. We're not going to go through all of this manually. It's just, it's too much to go through all of it. But we could maybe toss down Hades' kiosk. That could be cool. And let's look down here. Now, I think we can sort it. We can. Okay. So we have the Centennial, the Disney parks. Oh, we can only do one at a time. Okay. Nope, that's not the stuff I want. Okay. Disney parks will probably give us some. We've got these. Okay. What about Pixar Fest? Is there anything in here? Not really. What else is there? A day at Disney, maybe? Okay, this gives me some. Oh, wait, I think actually thinking about it, I could theoretically, nah, we're just gonna rebuild something down here. However, we are gonna nab this and absolutely use it. 100%. And it's gonna be kind of the main centerpiece of our background. So we're gonna build around this. Okay. Could do the Toontown lampposts, but I want something more me, which doesn't help. I'm like looking at this and I'm like, God, what do I want? What do I want? I want me, but also I need to like celebrate Dreamsnaps and all of that. And this is, I feel like I'm really going to struggle with this one. Okay. Haunted Holiday. All right. What if we just look at bold, quirky, futuristic, wondrous? Oh, I need to remove this one. Okay. Let's see what we've got in these. All right, what do we have here? What do we have here? Oh, the toadstools are kind of cool. Those also provide a decent amount of really cool light, if you ask me. Oh, we could do like the table. I kind of want to go like fair vibes, I guess, is the easiest way to explain what my brain is thinking. I'm not gonna lie, I am actually kind of tempted to just we're just gonna whoa. Hello? There we go. It's struggling a bit. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this. We're gonna zoom up here. Because I think that Thorn is in our way, I guess. Okay. So this was from my Pride Dreamsnaps, which was a lot of fun. But I think it can absolutely actually end up being repurposed for this. And I think that's what we're gonna do. So let's clear out some of the Pride stuff. Come on. Okay. Now, if I remove you, I remove you over here and you over here. And you are gonna come up here for real quick. Now I can put you. Not quite. Okay. I need to move you even more forward. Okay. So we're gonna put you there. We're gonna have you here. And then we'll put you like here. Okay, okay, it's coming together. It's coming together. The idea is here. The vibe is here. Do I have another one of these? I do. Okay, so what if we do you like that? And then we're just gonna kind of fill out the sides a bit, just to give it a bit of something. I think this is actually going to be the majority of our stuff here, because ideally what we're now going to do is we're going to go empty out my inventory super quick. And I have a ton of memories that I have picked up through various means, and we are going to throw them everywhere over there. I want them everywhere. I want them everywhere. Because I feel like the vibes need it. I feel like that's something the vibes need. We mostly have Storybook Isles or Storybook Vale stuff in our inventory. So let's just clear out in here a bit. Okay. And then we're just gonna like dump stuff in here. I'll deal with it later. That's later me's problem. That is later me's problem. And then we're gonna go like stand behind. Well, I don't want to be like fully behind the DJ booth. Like, I want to, but I also need to show off the outfit because it's an outfit challenge, which makes this more difficult. Because it's not just the vibe, it's gotta have the outfits. You know, we gotta see the outfit. This isn't as centered as I'd like it to be, but that's fine, because you know what I can do? We're just gonna add another row of this, and then it'll be centered. See, if I like stand back here, you can't see half my fit. Okay, so maybe we put you back a tiny bit, and we kind of bring these in. And then what if we search blue? balloon. I think balloon has 2 L's, right? Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Nah, I need something a little more colorful. Okay, come on. Okay. Toss a couple of these down as well so we can kind of frame our character with them. Okay. And then I think what we're actually gonna do here is if I reset the filters and we come in here, I think recently I should have gotten, I need something that'll pull people over here. I need something that's gonna pull people over here. Now, I do think I got something from Aurora that could, and it was like the cake thing. What if I go to Aurora's stuff specifically? We're looking for Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty, apply. Okay. It is not in here. Okay, interesting. Maybe I left it in the other area, which is fine, I guess. Trying to remember like what gets other villagers in is kind of hard. But this is okay. This is fine. I know there's the seashell that'll get a bunch of other villagers in. So I just need to find that. Unless I have it down somewhere, possibly. Is it still down somewhere? No. Okay, so that's from this star path, actually. Okay, here it is. And then we're gonna need to grab, once again, we need a lot of fencing. Okay, and then we're gonna make this as tight as we can. As tight as we can. Now, let me go make sure we can't get out of this. All right. Now, I will be back in just a minute. I am going to use the seashell stage to pull a bunch of villagers over here. It is going to take just a few minutes, though, so we'll just see you in a second. I have got as many villagers in here as I can. We have a ton. I basically sat and used that gathering prop like 15 times. I think I have virtually everybody in my valley here, and most of them probably won't actually appear in the photo, but the goal is just to have as many kind of meandering around as I can to try to make it, you know, vibe a bit. I did also throw down a bunch of memories just to kind of create a more interesting look. And now we're gonna start to pose our person, try to give her a good vibe as best as we can, as well as hopefully get a decent shot here. I feel like this is gonna be one where I'm gonna have to actually sit and just kind of wait. Okay, I really like that, but I think we need to bring the brightness up a little bit with that then. We'll light her a bit better. And then we're gonna kind of create this thing. I really want the, I really need like a clear shot. Okay. Let's just give everybody kind of a second to meander around. Beast, you're in my way.
Hey, you never know what you can do until you try, right?
Okay. Okay. Well, Merlin has kind of meandered away a bit. And then we have Beast right in our way. Okay.
I've never seen a kingdom like this before.
And I think this is going to be our photo. Let's make sure we meet everything. Okay. So this one feels really, really chaotic, but I tried to lean into like the party vibe as best as I could. I almost wanted it to look like we were just hanging out at a party. I'm not certain how this one's gonna do, but we're gonna give it a try, and this is gonna be our dream snaps for this week. I really appreciate you all hanging out so much. If you've done yours and would like to share it with us in the Kitty Coven, you can join the Discord down below, and there's a Disney Dreamlight Valley section, and I would love to see what your guys' submissions look like. But other than that, I will see you next time, my Kitty Coven. Have a good day.